Hi guys. Alright, so this is my video on trying to get my gender amended on my birth certificate and identification. So this is part one. This is my part one video, and I'm gonna call this video changing my gender on my legal documents, part one. Alright, so it's been a pretty frustrating process. And all right, so all right, so I took the form to amend my sex on my identification to my doctor that I see at school. And yeah, so I told him that he needs to write a letter to support to support the documentation that I'm changing my gender, and it's not as easy as changing your name on your identification, because with the name change you just need your fingerprints, and you need to fill out the name change application. So that's so much easier than changing gender. And what I find is frustrating is when I looked on the policies on the Government of Alberta website, and when I went to ask the registry, I've been told that that the letter needs to be written by a physician from the College of Physicians, or the psychologist from the Register of Psychologists. And yeah, so I thought it wasn't clear enough, because I didn't know what examples apply to physicians who are registered with the College of Physicians, or psychologists registered with the College of Psychologists. So it's kind of frustrating. I went to registry twice. The first time I went to the registry to try to amend the sex on my birth certificate. A man said, "Oh, you're just missing the gender that you're trying to amend." And so next thing I do is I take the form and letter back to the McEwen Clinic, and then I have to get my doctor to write the specific gender on there, because all the letter was saying was this letter was to obtain the sex change on my birth certificate or identification. So yeah, so I leave it there. Next thing I do is I pick it up on Wednesday. Like I first of all, I leave the form. I take the form back to the McEwen Clinic on Friday. And then the next thing I do is I pick it up on Wednesday, go to the registry again, and then they told me that, okay, your date of birth is missing, and your name is missing. The physician didn't include that, and we can't verify whether the physician is registered with the College of Physicians or not. And I'm like, this is so frustrating. And next thing I do is on Wednesday, on the same day, I take the form back to the McEwen Clinic again. And yeah, so right now it's with the doctor again. And yeah, so the McEwen Clinic will give me a call when the forms are ready. And what I'm so frustrated about is you know, like, only regulated physicians that are registered with the College of Physicians. I think any licensed doctor or any licensed psychologist should be able to confirm my gender change affidavit. And yeah, so like, because by telling us that only certain physicians or only certain psychologists can confirm the affidavit of my gender change, it makes it so much harder for transgender people like me to amend the sex on our birth certificate and our government issued ID card and our passport. And I think if a licensed doctor or a licensed psychologist or school counselor or whoever can confirm the affidavit of my gender change, it would make things a lot easier for me and for other people who are transgender. Yeah, so again, according to the policy, I need a physician from the Alberta College of Physicians, or a regulated psychologist from the College of Psychologists, which I'm just like, which to me is kind of vague, in my opinion. Okay, so next week I should be getting my form and my letter, and it should have all the necessary information that it needs. What I find the most frustrating is I found that going to registry a few times, I felt like I wasn't clarified enough about what was needed. Like I was not told what was needed on the letter. It was not my fault. It was not my doctor's fault. It was the registry's fault of not being clear enough. And finally, on Wednesday, a lady at the registry clarified everything, so that way I know what to expect to put on the letter. That way I could tell the doctor what to put on there. What's nice of her is that she printed out a page with the information that the doctor needs to include in the letter to confirm my gender and to state that he treated me and that he's a certified physician from the Alberta College of Physicians. And yeah, we'll see how it goes, and then I'll start making my part 2 video. Yeah, so yeah, again, for those of you guys who or girls who want to get your legal gender change, it is not easy. It is so hard to get your gender change, because you have to go through so many processes. You have to get like a medical report, and it's really frustrating. It's really stressful. Like compared to the name change, it's a lot easier. But the only frustrating part was waiting for my fingerprints to come in. But otherwise, it's pretty easy to process. My name change application only took like 6 weeks to process. Anyways, that is part 1 of my gender change video. So yeah, anyways, goodbye.